Hey, it's Michi here. It's the day after the event, after the US Tech event in London, and I just thought I'll make another video after the one from last night that I published on some of my channels, just to kind of go over some more information from yesterday's event and mostly about US Tech in general, because like the response, guys, from you guys has been amazing, like incredible. I can't even believe how many messages have gotten to me in the past probably 20 hours. Just kind of blew my mind. Last night I spent hours after the event messaging you guys back, replying to your questions about USI Tech, about Bitcoin in general. And then this morning, I just like turned on my phone, and just while I'm making this video, I'm just getting more and more messages from you guys, so that's amazing. This morning my phone basically exploded just on notifications and messages from you guys about Bitcoin and USI Tech. So that just kind of tells me that there's a lot of people out there that are interested in USI Tech and in Bitcoin and in cryptocurrencies in general, because I feel like every single person has heard of Bitcoin these days and they have heard of cryptocurrencies, but they're just kind of struggling with like making what is this all about? Why is everybody talking about it now? I mean, everybody has heard somebody talk about Bitcoin before, I'm sure, but not everybody really understands the whole process and why we're talking about this so much right now, and like what the whole importance behind this topic is, and where this is going. So cryptocurrencies is going to come. It's already in place. Like people can buy things in cryptocurrencies now, not just in Bitcoin. There's other currencies like Ethereum, Dash, Litecoin, and so on. There's going to be more coins in the future. Obviously, some of them stay, some of them go away. Bitcoin's definitely here to stay. I mean, we've seen the massive growth over the past years already, and it's accepted in a lot of countries already as an official payment. Like in Japan, you can buy things in Bitcoin. Malta has Bitcoin ATMs. There's just a lot of countries that are officially adopting Bitcoin now as a legal currency, more and more every single day. That's why you find it in the news everywhere, because Bitcoin is the real deal, obviously. But it's not just about the Bitcoin development, but also, and I think it's more important to talk about cryptocurrencies in general, because this is just like a huge trend which will take place no matter what you think about cryptocurrencies. So that is something to really understand. It happens, like regardless if you don't like Bitcoin, if you're like fed up with this topic, if you don't ever want to like deal with cryptocurrencies, that's fine. That's your opinion. It's totally fine. But just be aware of the fact that it is going to happen. It's going to impact your life too, just like it's going to impact and already is impacting millions of lives around the world. So even if you don't like this topic, you have to deal with it eventually. So, if you're not into it, it's fine. Just, stop watching this video, I guess. But let me tell you one thing before you go. There's going to be cryptocurrencies in your life. You're going to start using them in the next few years. I can tell you that. I can promise you that. We will see them a lot more everywhere in the next few years. And just like the internet, for example, is something that just, it just comes, it's change, and it's unstoppable change. And it just impacts so many areas of our lives. So we're not just like using the internet on a computer anymore. Nowadays, everything is kind of connected to the internet. Your smartphone is connected to the internet. We're on the go, on the street, in the train, wherever we are. We have Wi-Fi now. We have connection to the internet. We can reach out to people all over the world within seconds. So just like that, cryptocurrencies is going to change the way we treat money, the way we think about value, to think about paying things online. You can order things already in another country online these days, but you're still paying like fees for exchange rates, or just in general to purchase something in a different currency. All this is going to go away eventually if we have like one global currency, which could be Bitcoin. But just in general, if you have a currency that is accepted globally, it just makes life so much easier. So for example, if you're living in Europe, you kind of like already understand the concept, because in Europe, in the European Union, most countries have the euro. So that is basically the same concept there, saying that we have the same currency, so we can now buy things in, I don't know, in Portugal, in Spain, in France, in Italy, in Germany, and all these countries. You can just buy something and you're paying the same currency. So that makes life a whole lot easier if you don't have to buy all the other currencies from these countries anymore. And that's just basically what cryptocurrency is all about, just on a much, much larger scale, on a global scale. So if you can now order something, you're living in the US, for example, and you want to buy something in, I don't know, Japan, or in Germany, and these countries accept Bitcoin, all you have to do is, order the thing online, pay them in Bitcoin or pay them in another cryptocurrency that is accepted, and you're good to go. You don't have to pay exchange rates, because Bitcoin, for example, or the cryptocurrency, they have the same value in that country as they do in your country. So there's nothing about exchanging anymore. Just makes it so much easier. You're ordering, you're paying, and you're done. So just imagine that, how that could like affect and will affect the global economy too. People who will place orders, I mean, especially big companies, but also like individuals all over the world, and you're just paying the same currency. It's just so much easier. You don't have to go to a bank anymore. You can just like store your currency, your Bitcoin, your cryptocurrencies in your wallet. There's a lot of options out there already for that. There's going to be more. Yeah, that's basically what cryptocurrencies is about. Just kind of like a global currency that changes everything, not just your life right now, but basically the whole world, because it makes life easier for every single person. So that was something about cryptocurrencies. I just wanted to talk about it. I just kind of like went way over the time I was thinking about for this video about cryptocurrencies. But I really hope this kind of like gave you an insight on what the effects of cryptocurrencies are in general. I think that's it for now. I'll probably make another video about USD Tech later today or tomorrow or something like that. So just keep watching out for that. Today was about cryptocurrencies. I hope this helped you understand this topic a little bit better from like just a normal perspective of how it will affect your life now and in the future. And whether you like it or not, cryptocurrencies are already taking over, and they will replace fiat money sooner or later. They already are, starting to do so. A lot of people have Bitcoin now. It's incredible. People see the potential this currency has. People don't trust banks anymore because there has just been one banking crisis after the other. You don't even get interest anymore if you save money. So what's the point in that? Using a bank system, leaving your money in a bank where you don't even earn interest, and they're thinking about negative interest rates. So you probably even lose money if you like leave your money in a bank. All this, and like the centralized control from the governments, which will just print more money if they need it, inflation, these kind of things, it's all going away with cryptocurrencies because they're decentralized. The government does not have control over it. It's a global economy, it's a global currency, just so much potential in there. Yeah, it's a digital currency. People speak of cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin as the digital gold. There's definitely something true about it, because if you remember, we used to have the gold standard. So everything was kind of like measured against like the value of gold. Then we kind of got into the oil standard. So all of a sudden oil was really valuable, and people were like comparing value to oil. And yeah, the next thing is just logically going to be the crypto standard. So that is just something, to keep in mind. You might not see it right now if you're not into the topic so much yet, but I think you can already see the potential, how many people are talking about it, how the value of Bitcoin has developed, how many other currencies are out there, and just basically the whole trend where it's going. If you keep that global effect in mind, I think you will really see where this cryptocurrency trend is going to take us in the next few years. So yeah, don't miss out on this. Now's the time. Cryptocurrencies are here to stay, especially Bitcoin, and yeah, you definitely should learn more about this topic if you're brand new to it. If you have been around for a while, you know a lot about cryptocurrencies. You definitely know what I'm talking about, and I don't need to explain anything to you. So yes, cryptocurrencies are here to stay. More in the next video, and I'll talk to you soon, guys.